I'll be like, look, here are my new rules, bitch. Okay, here's how I roll. Can't do it. Okay? And when you come after American rights, you run straight into Jake Uger. Come on, man, we have fun on this show. All right, we're going to get him, and we're going to have fun doing it.
No, you could be the Uger bomber.
Oh, the Uger bomber! Coming out of a shack in Montana! All right, that sounds dangerous. Plus, I'm Muslim, so probably not a good idea. TYT Party Bus is totally canceled. Dude, I'm going to make you famous, man. Clever, interesting. We're always doing something different on the website. Everybody's always having fun. Sometimes there's naked pictures. That's totally true. Okay.
And they said there was one guy in the red got arrested.
Oh, he did. He went off the top rope. Elbow from the sky. Elbow from the... Literally, what better place than Jerusalem for an elbow from the sky? Here's the surprising news story number one. AIDS is cured. Let's move along. Wait. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Down goes AIDS. Down goes AIDS. That Barack Obama, he's a clever dude, man. He's so subtle, but his dick's cut like a knife. Barack Obama went and met President Bush. First time intelligence has stepped into the White House in about 8 years. Any kind of intelligence. Obama talking about the first thing he will do is executive orders to change some of Bush's orders and actions within the White House. He said, hey, you know how we're going to close Guantanamo Bay? Yep, we're going to. It's done. Stick a fork in Guantanamo Bay. Ahmadinejad. Hey, here's a man who's looking to rock the world. Sent a letter to Barack Obama as soon as Obama was elected, saying, we are looking forward to working with you. This is going to be great. You see, we told you, Mahmoud. Why you send him a letter like that? Okay? You knew it wasn't going to work out. Oh, yeah. Oh, you think you have a shot at this guy. Oh, yeah. You've been listening to Republicans. That's not how it works, man. Hey, listen, dudes. You guys are in charge, man. If you can't man up, if you can't cowboy up when you have complete control of the House and the Senate and now the executive branch, when are you ever going to do it, man? This is a really bad sign. Let's change gears a little bit and throw a little sex at you. Let's get some trannies! Yeah, trannies! Woohoo! We do more stories on transgender folks than any show on the planet. Her buttocks is actually naked. So we should have eye-muffed the kids. And he's like, oh, man, she's hot, man. I'd like to hit that. Hold up, I got a revelation. God, what do you think? Should I hit it? He's like, oh, yeah, go for it, dude. And whoever else you get your hands on. I am not attracted to that tattoo.
Neither am I.
I would find that wholly distracting if we were doing doggy style. What did you do? What did you do? You went for the oldest trick in the book? Not going to give up the poon until you get the ring?
What Angelina did was very uncool.
Oh, my God. Devastating. Oh, I'll give you some kids right here, Jennifer. Come over to Rebel headquarters, you know what I mean?
Would you really, though? Would you really?
Of course not. No, but I would pretend to, and I would have sex with her, and then I'd pull out at the last second and go, ah, booyah! But they don't look fake. They look deliciously real. Jeez, and Lord mercy, what's she done with herself? Keep going. Move forward. Go forward, Selma. We're on your side. Now the election's over. I can't turn on TV and not see Sarah Palin. Okay, I'm asking myself, why are we still on Sarah Palin? What's going on? Didn't she lose the election? She's never going to leave.
She isn't.
Sarah Palin is going to haunt us for the rest of our lives.
Sarah Palin might be appearing on ABC's Desperate Housewives.
Porn producer has offered $2 million to Sarah Palin to star in her own porn movie. Sarah Palin apparently would not go on stage with people who were pro-choice. She also refused to be on the stage with people who were opposed to drilling in Alaska.
God, if there is an open door for me somewhere, this is what I always pray. I'm like, don't let me miss the open door.
Is it actually going to be God on national TV going, I would like Sarah Palin to run for president? Or could it be that Sarah Palin's going to hear a little voice, and we're not going to be quite sure if it was her ego or God that spoke to her, and they said, oh, look at this, Sarah, I opened up another door for you. Go ahead now, scoot on through.
God bless George W. Bush, and I thank you, Mr. President.
She did not put her back into that one, man. You know, she's like, and for that, I'm very thankful. Yeah, thanks a lot, big guy. On his way out the door, Bush might be like, oh, yeah, that program I was telling you was legal all along? Yeah, just in case it's illegal, blanket pardon for everybody. That could easily not be Cindy McCain. And that dude looks like Steven Seagal. Look at this. You ready for this? The Project for a New American Century is back. They're Jason. You might have cut off their arms and their legs, but they're going to pop back out of the water at some point. I mean, look, you got a party that just cannot get its head out of its ass. It's stuck in there, and they're like, trying to pull it out, They can't do it. It's stuck up in there. They're twisted up like a pretzel. What do I think? Well, anybody who's been listening to the Young Turks for a long time knows exactly what I think.
The one other thing, me being an idiot didn't really help the situation too much.
So, yeah, is he the dumbest man alive? It's not really much of a contest.